Up next is the first of 3 championship bouts. This is a battle for the BTC Fight Strawweight title between Ashley Nichols and Karla Pastrana. With an already storied history, 2 BTC Fight Strawweight champions have already reached the UFC. Ashley, AK-47 Nichols, and Karla Pastrana are on the hunt to follow the path of the women before them. Niagara Top Team's Nichols is an accomplished Muay Thai competitor with multiple world titles. Tonight, she looks to capture her first title in the realm of MMA. Pastrana comes from one of Mexico's top gyms and trains regularly with UFC fighters. She looks to upset the Canadian crowd and bring gold back to Mexico. It's time for our first title fight. This is Ashley AK-47 Nichols versus Karla Pastrana.
To have a championship back to her tribe.
Yeah, 100%. You know, those are her people, and she's proud to represent. And they're happy to have her and support her. So here's the tale of tape. Big age difference.
Massive age difference there with Nichols at 36, Pastrana just 20. Height advantage. Weight slightly goes to Pastrana, and there is the reach advantage for Ashley Nichols.
Contest of the evening. This is for the vacant Strawweight Women's Championship, being contested for 5 rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. She is a BJJ specialist. She stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighs in at 114.8 pounds. With a winning record, 3 wins, 2 defeats. 1 victory by knockout, 1 victory by way of submission. Hailing from Tijuana, Mexico, representing Entram Gym, please welcome Karla Pastrana! And her opponent in the red corner. She is a striker and Muay Thai expert, standing at 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 114 pounds. With a 50-50 record, 4 wins, 4 defeats, 2 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Hailing from St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada, representing the Niagara Top Team. Give it up for Ashley AK-47 Nichols! The man in charge, Mr. Matt Rocca.
All right, we went over the rules in the back. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions at all times. If you want to touch gloves, do so now. Make your way back to your corners.
5 rounds of championship action for the vacant women's strawweight title.
Matthew Rocca, the 3rd and final man inside the BTC cage for this BTC Strawweight Championship bout. Here we go. Touch of gloves, and we are underway.
I suspect you're going to see Ashley try to stay long, use her range for striking, keep Pastrana away from her, and just try and chip away.
One thing about Karla Pastrana, just seeing her here all weekend, very stoic, very business focused.
I was going to say, she reminds me a lot of Carla Esparza in the cage. Like when she was sitting there getting her name called, like just hanging out, looking like she just went for a walk, you know, no emotion, no aggression, just chill.
It's a big opportunity for her, just 20 years old, fighting for her first title. Ashley Nichols, she's fought for many titles in many different sports. Good leg kick there from Pastrana. Jab there from Nichols. Just big looping punches, and now Pastrana will try to get this fight to the ground. Shoots the double leg.
You can hear coaches saying pick it up. They're trying to lift, use that overhook to lift her opponent up, and she does for the time being.
It's one of those things there where the size advantage really helps out Ashley Nichols.
Yes, yeah, the leverage there. Especially if you get on the hips and trying to pick them up, their legs are so long.
And she's someone that told us she's really working on her wrestling as well, as many fighters on this card have. But when you train at Niagara Top Team, it's like your wrestling gets jumped up like an extra degree.
Yeah, and she knows that was her, her kink in her armor, the ground game. Guys, people are taking her down and controlling her, submitting her. So she's really, really working that wrestling. She's been a striker for a long time, but she's adding those extra elements to her game and
trying to switch and sneak out the back. There is Ashley Nichols.
Pastrana staying nice and tight, not giving her any space.
Yeah, it's like she's like Velcro stuck on Ashley Nichols right now. Really no space, but there's a good knee to the body from Nichols.
I like to see Pastrana start disrupting the base a little bit, the legs of Nichols. Start getting her thinking about that. And she can do a shuck by here. She throws the right arm of Ashley and come around the back, but she's going to come around.
Now just tries to get a single leg. Good pressure being put on by Karla Pastrana.
And she's in on this single here, but Ashley's doing a good job using that whizzer and keeping that leg, that shin right on the thigh, keeping all the weight on Pastrana.
Good balance here from Ashley Nichols for someone that main base isn't wrestling, and you just see how much she's grown in that area. As Pastrana continues to grind Nichols up. Nichols gets that separation. Nice work from Nichols. Now Nichols trying to get her hands going. Shoots the single leg there, but getting at least back to a base here is Nichols.
So she's in on the double leg round. Nichols is doing a good job with that underhook. She's trying to hike up that right arm of Pastrana. Pastrana needs to get off her knees here. She needs to bring her feet underneath her. This is not a strong base position to be in. Now Ashley's free here if she wants to break out.
You gotta be careful too, can't throw those knees. Now you can as Pastrana gets back to a vertical base. Nichols trying to let her hands go.
Yeah, the long straight punches of Ashley are gonna, I think, be the big mark for her in this one. Staying long. And Pastrana's got to do what she did early in there. She's got to make it ugly, just throw a barrage, get inside underneath those hips again.
Tried the high kick, but misses with the low kick this time does Nichols. Now she's letting her hands go. Wide looping punches from Pastrana. Good combination there from Nichols. Goes high and goes low.
Nice combination there. 1-2 there.
Now, good sprawl from Nichols on that single leg takedown attempt from Pastrana. And nearly gets her just to at least her knees, does Pastrana for Nichols.
Pastrana can't sit here and wait.
She's done a good job of stuffing those takedowns, really not letting Pastrana get anything. Now just good sprawl here from Nichols. Back to the feet we go. 10 seconds left here in the opening round.
That's a lot of energy exposed there for Pastrana too, to not get the takedown.
Good knee, caught though, and there goes the horn to end the first round. Very competitive, very close at times opening round, but Josh, I think Ashley was able to stuff those takedowns and set up what she wants to do, strike.
Yeah, she did a good job. She's staying long, landing those straight punches, landing some leg kicks, and staying off her back. Pastrana got in early, but Ashley did a great job. You can obviously see the improvement of her wrestling. Here it is here on that single leg attempt, using that overhook whizzer. There's a nice combo there from Nichols.
Yeah, Nichols kind of found her flow in the last minute of that first round, letting her hands go, landed effective right hand. There's a good knee as well that she landed, and really for Pastrana, if that's going to be the game plan, there's going to have to be some adjustments made.
Have to make some adjustments. The thing with Pastrana is once she does shoot in, she'll shoot in, stay on her knees, and if she doesn't get it, she'll stay there. She's got to string those together, chain wrestling we call it. If it doesn't work, you got to switch off to something else, to something else, to something else, and it's on the second and third attempt is when you're going to get the takedown, not the first.
So we're just about set here for the second round to get underway. For the first of 3 title fights, the BTC Strawweight title. The 145 and 155 pound title fights still to come. Nichols takes the center of the cage.
Low leg kick, partially checked there.
Coming forward here is Nichols. The inside leg kick lands there from AK-47 Ashley Nichols.
Nichols momentarily there, switching stand there. She goes back to southpaw, ortho. She's creating different angles for Pastrana to try to analyze and
just that great footwork from years of being like a predominantly just striker.
Yeah. You can see the range control too there. She just gets outside. She knows when Pastrana's going to explode, and she's just out of reach. Right there. And she's used her length very well.
Good 1-2 that was moments ago from Nichols.
Yeah. Pastrana can't stay on the outside here like this. This is just going to be bad news for her all night, just getting picked apart. Not getting hit with a lot of heavy stuff, but she's just kind of slowly getting chipped away at.
That was a good right hand, though, from Nichols. Good leg kick. Tried to counter there was Pastrana. But just movement everywhere from Nichols. Good body shot, though, from Nichols.
Pastrana's got to go back to showing those shots. She's got to at least even show it, attempt it, get Nichols thinking she's shooting, then maybe she can open up a bit more. But right now she's just kickboxing for kickboxing against a longer, taller fighter that's very, very skilled.
And gets to fight her game plan, right? Like, how many times has Ashley Nichols been in a kickboxing, Muay Thai style fight at the highest level?
Yeah. Numerous times.
But like the pace, too, from Ashley Nichols. And as well Pastrana, they're not really rushing it. They know this is 5 rounds.
Yeah, exactly. You got to pace yourself. You can't just empty the tank in the first 2 rounds. Those are a couple nice, good combos there now, Orlando, for Ashley. She's starting to find a home for that right hand.
Going back to the body does Nichols. The left jab.
I like how she angles out there. See that little jab step angle, trying to create that angle, and she's just 1 step ahead of Pastrana. But there's a couple good ones from Pastrana answering back.
Yeah, she's got a counter, but I'm surprised we haven't seen her try to shoot in for a takedown, Josh.
Yeah, even just put it out there to, remind Ashley that this isn't just a kickboxing match. Get her thinking about that.
As we have 2 minutes and 14 seconds left here in the 3rd round. Good leg kicks. A shot to the body, though, from Pastrana. And there it is, but can't enter as Nichols says no.
Yeah, the distance control and the footwork of Ashley Nichols is looking great tonight.
Yeah, just using those angles, really pushing the fight wherever and controlling it wherever she wants it to go. So far, through 1 round and almost done round number 2. Leg kick lands on the lead leg there of Pastrana. Fakes the Superman punch, it looked like there from Pastrana. Pastrana's just right now struggling to just find any way to get in or have any success, especially after how that first round didn't go the way with her game plan.
Yeah, but she's just having trouble with the range and the angles and footwork of Nichols. She just can't find a home. She's looking to try to counter off. There's actually landed that one nice. A couple good combos.
Oh. They're really throwing down. There's the shot in again, but good sprawl one more time from Ashley Nichols.
Doing a good job of keeping her hips back. Front headlock position now. Now she could disengage here if she wants to, or she can keep this and use it.
She can look for a submission as well.
And you know what? That's not a bad move from Pastrana right now. Pulling guard. It's not working out on the feet. Let's try and utilize some jiu-jitsu here on her back.
Where she has a submission victory under her belt. She's looking to find a way to get a submission here, potentially. But Ashley's doing such a good job just driving that shoulder and using her weight to her advantage.
Just staying good posturally sound here. Just staying the weight on top of her, not giving her anything, any openings, keeping her hips tight. I think Ashley will just sit out here and ride out the rest of the round and just kind of grind her out and pound away.
Good ground and pound attempt here as the 10-second clapper comes on as we're moments away from the 2nd round coming to a close. Pastrana now has Nichols up against the fence, but there goes the horn to end the 2nd round, and another excellent round for Ashley Nichols.
Very good, yeah, and you can see her really building as this fight goes. The momentum's just gaining and gaining with her, and the confidence is gaining. she's seeing everything coming. Pastrana hasn't found an answer for her distance and her footwork. And she stuffed pretty much every shot.
Yeah, I believe Pastrana's around 0 for 5, 0 for 6 on takedowns. We look at some of the highlights here in round 2.
So this is her. See that she pulls back. She just stays at her range. Right there. And she switches back and forth that ortho and southpaw. There's actually a good combination right there from Pastrana. And that's where she's going to land, inside, in that little pocket there. That's going to be her best spot.
This is where Ashley kind of found that flow and led Pastrana to try to shoot in on that single leg, but Ashley Nichols stuffed all the takedowns so far. I guess on your unofficial scorecard, Ashley's up 2-0?
Yes, I believe so.
What do you say to Pastrana and her corner going into this third round, Josh?
We got to do something different. Obviously, it's not working. It doesn't look like Ashley's fatiguing either, so she's not going to punch herself out. We got to get inside and make it ugly. We have to really, really make it ugly. We can't just go tit for tat with this experienced, kickboxer on the outside. Easier said than done, though, because you're going to eat some shots coming in. But you got to get inside.
Absolutely, that's what she's going to try to do, but Ashley Nichols keeps coming forward. And Karla Pastrana, one of the things she did tell us was, unlike most of the fighters who fight that Mexican style of coming forward, she's a counter striker.
Yeah,
she's a counter attacker.
Yeah, she likes the problem is in this case, Ashley's throwing her combos or feints, getting her to bite, and then she's pulling back and then coming back in and using that footwork and that range, and that's giving Pastrana troubles. She's not just standing right there in front of her to be hit.
Leg kick lands again from Nichols as she backs Pastrana up.
Also from Pastrana, I'm trying to look to maybe time some of those kicks, try to use it to take down. That'll kind of deter Ashley to stop throwing them, maybe just more of a boxing fight.
Good 1-2 there from Ashley Nichols. Well, still staying light on her feet is Pastrana, but I don't think she knows what to do at this very moment in the fight. She just looks kind of just following what Ashley's doing.
Yeah, she's just kind of following a step behind. This is what she needs to do here.
And there she goes. There she shoots in, but once again,
she has that double class. She's going to have to change levels. Ashley did a good job there, pulling Pastrana up.
Trying to drive through is Pastrana, but good control here from Nichols.
So again, here it's going to be that inside knee hip position here right now. Ashley's doing a good job of keeping her out there. Pastrana might look to cut back. Look to see her cut back to her right side or drive it through, but Ashley did a good job with that whizzer. And this is that dogfight position.
But good knee there from Pastrana, but a knee lands to the body from Nichols. Good elbow, and once again shooting in, and this time Pastrana gets the fight to the ground.
Gets the double leg.
What can she do with it, though? She's got 241 to work with.
She's got to utilize this. She's doing a good job getting back to the wall. Smart move. Pastrana's got to pull her off. Okay, clasp those hands, pull her off the wall. Or try and shuck that right arm Ashley and take the back, but Ashley's doing a good job keeping that hard whizzer on her. She's not giving her that option.
Well, Ashley once again finds a way to shuck things. You can see what she's worked on. Once I got down, got a wall walk and get myself in a better position.
Mm-hmm. The wall could be your enemy or your friend, depending on how you use it and how much you train with it.
And then once again, back to a standing base. Here is Ashley Nichols. Her corner keeps screaming at Ashley to get low.
Yep, especially against a shorter fighter. You got to try and get your shoulder underneath the chin of Pastrana, and she's done that. But she's going to go for a little hip ride there, but good job of.
And she showed good balance, and then now gets Pastrana up against the fence, but Pastrana fights back. Good battle for position here between both women.
Yeah, if I'm in this position with Ashley, I'm looking to push up and get back to my striking, which is working so much for, I think this only benefits Pastrana being in tight here and wrestling and grappling.
Good knee lands from Pastrana. They both went for knees, but Pastrana's does connect. So 1:08 left to go here in round number 3. Just little pitter-patter shots here from Nichols. There's a good right hand.
Pastrana can take a shot too.
That's the one thing we knew about these Mexicans coming in. They were tough.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, there's a big overhand right attempt from Pastrana.
That's what she needs to do, is use those. Bring her feet with her as she comes to those over-the-top shots like that, maybe connected to a takedown. That's where she's going to have the most success.
Tries a Superman punch that time, does Pastrana.
A Superwoman, I guess.
There's a good flurry from Pastrana. 10-second clapper is on. Pastrana trying to come forward as Nichols lands a leg kick. Another good round comes to a close.
Yeah, a good battle here between these two women. But I think it's, again, it's Pastrana just trying to play catch up. I think she's just that one step behind, and Ashley's just doing so well. Again, I reiterate on all the time, the footwork and the distance control is the biggest thing right now in the fight. But also, we've seen some good wrestling exchanges here on the wall and whatnot. And both women are showing some good stuff. And Ashley, very great defense, and Pastrana trying to get that takedown, but she got it for a second, but wasn't able to do much with it.
And there you see the good striking land there from Ashley Nichols. But Pastrana late in the round kind of just went for broke almost a little bit, as now we hit the championship rounds, Josh.
Well, you probably, you got to tell your coach is going to tell you you're down 3 rounds most likely. There's last 2 here. We got to do something different. You know what I mean? We're not going to just win on the scorecard if it goes that way. We got to try and create some chaos and change the way this fight's heading.
Yeah, we'll see what Karla Pastrana can do now, as time is starting to become an enemy for her as much as Ashley Nichols is across the cage from her. Here we go.
Women in great shape, but of the two, Ashley looks the fresher of the two anyway.
Yeah, Ashley's, I think it's also maybe the mental side of the game too, Josh, where slowly starting to break for Pastrana.
Yeah, she just has some little glimpses of success, but it's been more of this, most like more of the fight.
You've been in title fights, Josh, and just how frustrating is it to be in a fight where you have this game plan, things aren't working, and you just can't get the fight you want?
Yeah, it's frustrating, right? Because it's just, just stay there. Don't move so much. Your game plan just isn't working, but that's when you kind of got to go, okay, I'm going to lose on the scorecards if it continues like this. We got to try and flip the switch here and change the game and just do something different, because what we're doing is not going to be the route to victory.
Good leg kick lands from Ashley Nichols. Pastrana trying to back Nichols down, but that reach advantage has been good as well for Nichols.
Yeah, and she's using it well too, especially with the straights like that. Nice cross.
Feints with the double jab does Nichols.
Nichols, you can tell, she's an experienced. She doesn't load up on shots, right? And very much I'll say like Diaz style. Not everyone's trying to kill you with the shots. It's just touch, 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 and they just slowly add up over time. And we're starting to see it on Nichols' face too a little bit.
I mean, the judges see that too, right?
Pastrana.
Like, you're landing those damaging shots, those little pitter-patter stuff. Sure, they're not massive or going to land a knockdown, but they're scoring points.
Yeah, 100%.
There's a little nice combo from Pastrana. Good right hand, though, lands from Nichols. Inside leg kick from Nichols. Trying to come forward here is Pastrana, and why not with 3:06 left here in the 4th round.
Pastrana's got to try and look to come underneath as Nichols steps in, because whenever she goes offensively on a takedown on the offense, Pastrana, she ends up almost getting it, but Nichols does a good job of sprawling out. She needs to get her when she steps in, but the problem is Nichols stays so long and good range, it's hard to get underneath her.
Nichols once again got the center of the cage and just denying any chance here for Pastrana. to come forward and have the success that she wants. Good leg kicks continue to pile up here. And she's made a point to land a leg kick, then go to the body with a punch.
She mixes it up well. She goes all over. Legs, body, head. She's not just head hunting.
No, that was a beautiful hook moments ago there from Nichols as well.
Also, she pumps that jab out there as she moves, backwards, laterally. You know, a lot of people don't do that. They only throw strikes when they move forward. It's a good way to create angles.
There's a good flurry attempt from Pastrana, but once again blocked by Nichols, and good leg kicks from Nichols.
And that's not going straight backwards there. Actually, she takes a couple steps back, then immediately angles off.
Yeah, I'm just impressed. I mean, obviously with the kickboxing, the Muay Thai bracket, but just the use of angles. You don't see a lot of fighters really use that to their advantage.
100%. I love seeing it. Lomachenko style, you know, with the boxing, just moving and cutting. And then it's just these little subtle feints. You know, she'll just pump it out there, get Pastrana to kind of bite, and Pastrana can't catch the rhythm.
No, I think that's what she's trying to figure out, but she hasn't, because there's a jab in her face or a right hand.
Yeah, she doesn't know what's coming next. She can't reach because she's moving. This is a very frustrating fight to be in if you're Pastrana, because you're trying to land this, you're trying to get in there like that, double leg, but unable to find the target.
No, she shoots in, she just shot in, but once again, Nichols gets right back up to a vertical base. Pastrana trying to land a knee there.
Yeah, she's got to do something with this. She's disrupting the base a little bit there. She maybe, I would even push off strike and then change levels and shoot back in. She's got to utilize this opportunity the last 35 seconds here to try to create something different.
I mean, these positions are good, but as you said, Josh, you got to do something with it. As Nichols trying to get that separation. Good knee to the body from Nichols. Good Muay Thai knees. Yeah, you can see Nichols has hurt Pastrana, and maybe she feels a finish could be there. Good high kick that lands. Will Pastrana be able to last these last 6 seconds for a fifth and final round? Good knee, but there's the horn, and the best flurry of this fight came from Ashley Nichols in the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, you can see it. She turned it up there. She knew she hurt her with that knee to the body. The fight had another, or that round had another maybe minute or so. Who knows what would have happened. See it here. There it is. Look at the distance. Just moving. Just getting out of range. Stand. Always pumping something in Pastrana's face. Pastrana, it's a good attempt there, shooting in, but there's that knee to the body. That one looked like it was to the liver there.
And that's what hurt. There's the just clip with the front of the foot from Nichols. If that had been shin, this would have been a championship would have been awarded.
Yep.
But Ashley Nichols continues to pour it on, and right now, Karla Pastrana, she's got to throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at Ashley Nichols.
Yep. You got to go for broke here. You got 5 minutes to do something. You're down big time on the scorecards. You're not going to win there. But again, easier said than done. Probably fatigued, and you just can't find the target, you know.
Well, she's been trying all fight, but hasn't been able to connect with the takedowns or the strikes that she would like against the world-traveled and well-respected Ashley AK-47 Nichols. It's also crazy. This is the first time she's really fighting at home.
Yeah, pretty cool, right? You know, sometimes people, you know, might fold under that pressure. They don't like it because there's people here watching, but she's showcasing that she does very well with it.
And that experience from traveling around the world and the United States, or mostly in the United States, but around the world as well, hasn't phased her. As the Mexican, Pastrana, tries to come forward.
Nichols, head kick there.
Connected there with the high kick. Does Ashley Nichols.
Nichols is turning it up now. She knows the last round. She knows she hurt her in the fourth. She thinks that she can maybe finish this one instead of going to the scorecard, so she's turning up the pace.
That's exactly what she would love. That would be an emphatic way to win this BTC Strawweight title. No judges needed, and everyone wants to win a championship. without the judges' scorecards.
Of course, as any fighter, they obviously want to finish rather than a decision, but this is an amazing performance right now with Ashley Nichols showcasing her amazing striking abilities, but also her takedown defense.
Very high-level fight, too. Pastrana's trying to get in. I mean, part of it as well, she's just so young in the game.
Very, very young, only 20 years old, but so composed for that age, like mature for a 20-year-old, because some, either 20-year-olds would, kind of, empty their gas tank, prematurely, or maybe look to quit, but she's been in this fight, I can imagine how frustrating it is for her, but she's continuing to push forward and trying to find something to make it land for her, something to make it work for her.
Yeah, and right now it's just target practice for Ashley Nichols, whether it's jabs to the head, to the body. Look at that double jab, but that lets Pastrana fires back with 2 combos of her own.
Pastrana needs to string things together, not just 1 shot or 2 shots. He needs 3, 4, 5, 6s. Faking takedown attempts and coming up with punches. Like the blow for blow in the kickboxing match here with Ashley is not been good for her.
No, it's not really the strategy we envisioned, and once the wrestling wasn't going to be there for the submission attempts and really the control, Pastrana's really just been struggling to find her form. With 2:18 left to go here in the 5th and final round. Good kick to the body, and that's going to get a motivated Pastrana to come forward.
It's those little, subtle feints like that. She feinted the right hand through a low kick, and then she feinted a jab, and then she moves. She's never in the same spot. She lands a combo, and she angles off. She's gone.
Yep, as you said, those little short shots out, using those angles. Good
Nice
1-2 combo there.
The way she's moving back and forth from orthodox to southpaw, very, very just fluent.
Yeah, there's the takedown attempt, but once again, Pastrana's takedown attempt is stuffed by Ashley Nichols. Right over top of us right now.
You can hear a coach saying, do not get square, stay jaded, meaning keep that right shoulder pointed, left leg back. It's much easier to take somebody down when they're flat in the cage rather than on the side here. Pastrana might get this, she cuts back. She's got the double underhooks. It's a smart move by Ashley to go back to the wall and use it for her benefit. 1 minute left here.
Yeah, absolutely, use that wall for your success. Really prevent Pastrana, who struggled all fight basically to get this fight to the ground. It's going to be even tougher here, especially under a minute to go right now. What can Pastrana do?
Really, it's on Pastrana here. The clock's ticking. She's down. Ashley could hang out here all she wants. When this fight ends, she's going to be declared the winner. So it's on Pastrana to kind of create some havoc here, chaos. Just go for broke, empty the tank.
Yeah, she needs to find a way to make it interesting, whether elbows, get out separation, let her hands go, knees, kicks, whatever it may be. But this was her strategy coming into the fight. It didn't work out, and I don't think she's going to pull a rabbit out of her hat here in the last 10 seconds. Though I've been wrong before.
I do not see it, but this was an amazing performance from Ashley to AK-47.
Yeah, absolutely. One-way traffic for Ashley AK-47 Nichols. She maybe didn't need the AK-47, just a little target practice going on there, but
sniping, sniper, just pick, movement, pick. Like that was just a very, very good performance as far as your ability to move, angles, distance control, stuff takedowns. That's a really, for these inspiring strikers that are trying to transition to MMA, that's a perfect fight to watch to try and emulate.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think once again, we're seeing fighters just evolve, and it's great to see in this sport, whether you're coming from the one base and you're learning different things, like stuffing the takedowns is really the key for Ashley to implement her game plan.
Yeah, it was. And she didn't get overcommit ever. You know what I mean? She always had her feet underneath her to be able to sprawl and stuff the shots. It's when you get a little bit greedy and try to really throw those big shots, you get overcommitted, off balance, you get taken down, but she didn't do that at all this fight.
This was the last little moments of the fight where Pastrana had Nichols up against the fence, but really couldn't do anything with it. Ashley Good fight for her. And you know, a good experience here, young in her career for Karla Pastrana. 20 years old, as we said.
Yeah.
Big opportunity that young in her career.
And to go 5.
Yeah.
You know, to go 5 rounds already. You know, obviously she's not going to be the winner on the scorecards here, but she was able to take the punishment Ashley dish and keep coming forward, land some good stuff of her own, but just not enough.
Scorecards are in, and Chris Horodecki will make it official.
But the judges have come to a decision. Judge Mike McNeil scores at 50-45. Patricia Vandermeer, 50-45. Salim Hanif, 50-45. All in unanimous decision for your winner, Ashley AK-47 Nichols!
A clean sweep for Ashley Nichols, 50-45s across the board, and judges definitely got that one right, and good sportsmanship shown by Ashley Nichols as she'll talk to the gentleman, Josh Hill.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with the winner and new BTC champion, Ashley Nichols. And Ashley, that was a masterclass performance on many things. The thing that impressed me the most was your distance control, footwork, your angles, and even most importantly, your takedown defense. How do you feel about this performance?
Yeah, I feel good. I mean, a lot of it was very technical. And thanks to my opponent for accepting this fight. It's been difficult getting fights. And I want to thank my team. I want to thank my coaches who helped me to improve my striking. Instead of just like rushing forward and trying to overwhelm people with strikes, I'm more technical and keeping the distance. Working on a lot of wrestling technique, wrestling defense. And yeah, I want to thank all my sponsors. I'm going to make a post later, so go read it. And thank you to my teammates, everyone who helped me, you know who you are. And I just want to say one thing. Thanks again, Karla. And anyone else, if you want a challenge for this, I'll be waiting. Let's go.
Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, and new BTC Strawweight champion, Ashley Nichols.
Ashley Nichols, the new BTC Strawweight champion. And as we talked about, this title has had a lot of success where 2 former champions, Cheyenne Velismus and Lupita Godinez, won this belt and they went off to the UFC, and that's obviously something that Ashley Nichols is looking for. Record's 5-4, but that was her best performance today.
By far her best performance, yeah. It's just a technical masterclass. Like I spoke during the cage there, just her angles, footwork, distance control, stuff in the shot.